For those of you who are brand new, write this down. Uh, we started December 17th, so we've been going strong for the last 140, 150 days, nonstop. Our whole goal is to bring the pizzazz, to not look like any other company. Now, we are in the networking space. I want you to know that we're in the network marketing space because that is the space where you can go from zero to hero really quickly. You can start a business with very low overhead. And if they have a phenomenal product, the company will be around forever. And guess what? Our product is you. That is the why and vibe. So I've been in a lot of different companies. I love the industry. I've made a lot of money. I've helped people make a lot of money. But um, sometimes those companies don't last. There's a lot of companies right now that do it right in the networking space. There's a lot of companies that pop up and they're very shiny object syndrome people have, and they start bouncing around all over the place. We're going to talk about that toward the end. But unfortunately, some of the companies fall from the top down. So everything rises and falls on leadership. How many of you guys would agree? Just give me a one in the chat. You would not join any business, I would hope, if the leadership wasn't rock solid. So I bet on myself. Like I said, I've been in a lot of companies and I've loved the experience of learning and growing because that's what network marketing is. It's really about mastering yourself. Now, what we've done differently here at Vibe is we market you. Everybody type you in the chat. Everybody type you. So we market you. So when somebody says, well, what do you sell? You. Back to you. We focus on creating the best entrepreneurs. We offer education. We offer business solutions. We offer fitness and health. We also offer community over here. What we do differently than any other company is we allow you to market yourself to the network. I was in a company before and they had tens of thousands of people and the only product we could market was their juice, pill, potion, or lotion. No problem. I don't have a problem with that. But what happens when you get tired of juices, pills, potions, and lotions? You hop over to the next shiny thing. How many of you guys get into business to make money? Just say me in the chat if that's you. How many of you get into business? You get into business to make money. The great thing is that we have the best compensation plan over here. Not only do we focus on you as the customer, we have the best compensation plan. So let's dive right into it. For those of you guys who don't know, we're in pre-launch. Pre-launch ends next week. We start onboarding. We're going to introduce you to many of our educators. We're also going to give you an opportunity to really see what we've been working on for the last 10 years since 2015. Myself, Megan Lynch, I am the owner. Reagan Lynch is also the co-owner. She is a passionista of all things creative. She's done t-shirt companies. She has a program called Athletes Have Heart. It's her nonprofit because every 3 days an athlete dies from sudden cardiac arrest. It is a big deal. We also have Andre Russell, who's the other owner, and Andre is a tech genius. He has put programs together for so many different leaders, but this time we decided to come together. So you can go to thevibe.io and you can check out our policies and procedures. We are not here to convince you. We are not here to beg anybody. That is not you guys' job. We are here to ensure that we're around for a long period of time. We got the best lawyers. We've crossed T's, dotted I's. We've taken our time over these last 5 months to make sure that our boat is rock solid, because the one thing you cannot do in this industry is forget to pay people, right? You can't forget to pay them. So you have to make sure that everything is rock solid. I don't do a traditional presentation. I spent 17 years in the classroom teaching speech, communication, and theater and English. I transitioned into the entrepreneurial world full time in 2017. I ran a program for young men called SOS, Saving Our Sons. I turned it into a nonprofit organization called Apprentice Minds. An apprentice is someone who studies under others. And I wanted to help young and seasoned entrepreneurs find their path. But here's what I learned. I learned that a lot of people run into a lot of problems on their way to success. So my question for you is, what is stopping you from being the best version of yourself? That's what Vibe does. We are going to help you because most people lack support. Well, over here, the only way that we don't support you is if you go MIA. You go missing in action and we can't find you. That's it. As long as you get into our program, you are coachable and teachable. We are like one big virtual university of greatness. Okay. So if you lack support, you can come over here and get all the support you need. If you lack startup capital, which most people do, you need money. How many of you guys need money? Let's just cut to the chase and let's be honest. I already did my disclaimer. Every city and state that I've gone to and soon to be overseas, because we're in 160 countries, everybody talks about the same thing. I just want to help people. I just want to live out my hopes and dreams. I want generational wealth. What does that mean? Right? So I'm going to ask you guys, type it in the chat. What does it mean? Like, what do you really want? Because I will tell you, I want to be able to do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it, with whoever I want to do it with. And I don't want to have to ask anybody else to fund my hopes and dreams. How many of you guys are ready to stop surviving and start thriving? We teach yours. And now it's time for me to take all of you and teach you what I know. Reagan, Dre will teach you what they know. And anything that we don't know, we will go get the people to teach you. That's what this ecosystem does. So write this down, new people. Our vision is to have a global community that empowers individuals to break barriers, achieve real results, and lead with purpose. This isn't something on a PowerPoint slide. How many of you guys, you don't have to type again, but are you really ready to break barriers in your life? If you have books that you want to write, you got to write them now. You don't have all day. If you have a business you want to get started, we can help you do that. If you have a business right now, like a tax company, you sell, I don't know, frisbees. I don't care what you do, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody thought up the toothpick. Can you imagine? Somebody made millions, probably billions of dollars on inventing the toothpick. You know why? Because it's a need. And if you can find a need that the public has, a pain point, and you solve it, you can monetize it. We're here to focus on your hopes and dreams. Our mission is mentorship. We are going to coach you into your greatness. We're going to coach you out of your stinking thinking. Some people on this call, you still don't believe right now that this is going to be the greatest opportunity of your life. If you start believing that, you will start behaving that way. And then all of a sudden, your hopes and dreams start to come true. How many of you guys know, put a 1 in the chat, it's all about your mindset. Whatever you think is fact. If you think you can't make money, you're right. I think I'm going to make $1 million a month. I think I can make $1 million a second. And I'm going to take my money and I'm going to populate the world with greatness. That's what I think. The money will come, ladies and gentlemen, but not before the mindset. Because if the money comes before the mindset, you're going to lose it anyway. We are a kingdom building operation. What does that mean? That means that you guys have an opportunity to really, truly grow in your mission. So we're going to help you to do that. We're going to help you discover, develop, and demonstrate your passions to the world. Not only that, we're going to bring you into our ecosystem that's very much like a virtual gym, right? But if you are going to do something great, how many of you guys understand that somebody is going to try to stop you? And that somebody usually is yourself. I don't care about anybody else's opinions, but I care about how I structure my mindset. So I have to constantly be encouraging myself every single day. And I said, listen, why don't we just create an ecosystem where we all encourage each other? How phenomenal is that, ladies and gentlemen? That's exactly what we do. Inside of this ecosystem, we have 7 powerful pathways. Come next week, because we haven't launched yet. Next week, we are going to go through what's called onboarding. Write that down, please. Note takers are the money makers. Next week, mind you, we're a monthly membership, but your month hasn't started yet. We've been giving away the goods for over 150 days. Next week, I want you to start thinking about what pathway do you want to get into. Some of you guys want to be educated. We have the Vibe Vault. It's our flagship. Some of you are just over here for the community. Some of you are looking to create your own content. So you want to be content creators in a world where content creation pays a lot of money if you know what you're doing. But if you guys are like me, you are technologically challenged. I always say I am low tech, high check. You don't have to know everything. We are in the information age. You could do open heart surgery on YouTube, right? You just got to learn. And I used to be a high school English teacher. And how many of you guys loved your English teacher? Some of you loved your English teacher. Some of you despised your English teacher. You know why people don't like us? Because we believe in process. We believe in don't give me your final draft until you give me one or two or three rough drafts. You know why? Because I want your best work. So over here, that's what we do inside this ecosystem. We want to show you how to give your best work and we will monetize it for you. The biggest problem that content creators have, they don't have any customers. So we have 74,000 and growing customers, and we will allow you to market you to them. How do we do it? Well, number one, brand works. Do you have a brand? Are you selling a dream looking like a nightmare? Just kidding. Love you guys. But seriously, at one point in my life, I was selling a dream, $1 million opportunity, but I didn't take the time to make sure that I looked like $1 million. We look like $1 million. There's not a lot of PowerPoints and things that you guys are going to see next week out here that I feel like people have taken the necessary precautions to put out a good brand. So we're going to help you do that. Do you need a website? You need CRM? Instead of having 5 different memberships at Wix and Spotify and here and there and blah, 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 and I go to Fiverr and I go here, why don't you go to one place? It's called Vibe. We are an ecosystem for entrepreneurs. We will help you with funding. We're going to do a Shark Tank style pitch contest where you guys get to put your brand together and you could pitch it to the Vibe community, and we will have contests where you can earn income. Vibe Spotlight. This is what I'm most excited about, right? We have 30 educators in the vault. I won't even lie to you. I am most excited about Vibe Spotlight. Recognition. Babies cry for it. Men die for it, right? Take that to the bank. Babies cry for it. They want recognized. They want somebody to pick them up and love on them. Men die for it. They will literally shoot you in the street sometimes over recognition and power. Over here, we're going to spotlight what you do. We're going to show the world how great you are. Let's say that you have a business where you're a physical trainer and you need more clients in your state or city or country. We will highlight you. You might be getting customers from all over the world. We're going to do Vibe Community News where you could be on our news show. We're going to be rolling this out over the next 30 days after the launch, where now we're going to highlight who our customers are. We're going to highlight who our members are who have businesses. We're going to also highlight who's the best student and who's going to the vault and having, success. We're also going to highlight who's our best salesperson, who is out there selling Vibe to the world. So Vibe style is also something I'm super excited about. If you are a creative person, or maybe you just have a lot of ideas for t-shirts, for mugs, for hats, for whatever, we partnered with a 40,000 square foot facility and they create everything from screen print to the amazing thing is that they do direct to garment. Anything you can think of. I used to have a t-shirt company and I wasn't very good at it because I wasted $8,000 printing the wrong t-shirts. But I also know that there are a lot of people who are creative out here. You're designers, you're artists. You can design for us. We will turn it into a t-shirt, a hat, and then we will sell it to the community and then cut you in on the revenue share. So guess what, guys? Get to creating. It is your time to create. So Vibe Vault is 30 educators, and we have the best of the best. You know how I know this? Because they are licensed. I cannot wait for you guys to hear what we're going to bring on in the next 60 days outside the vault in this space, Forex, crypto, DeFi. If you don't understand any of these things, all the more reason why you got to go to class with us. Some of you guys struggle on the basics, like get a wallet, crypto wallet. Well, what does that mean? How do I do it? How do I swap currencies? You better learn quickly in this climate, right? You got to learn how to move your money around. I use, I used to keep all my money in the bank, but I worked at the bank for 2 years, and I don't want all my money in the bank. I don't make money there. So we teach you guys what to do in these $7 trillion a day market. I said a day, right? $7 trillion a day. If you spent money today, you're in Forex. If you give your money to the bank, they're trading your money. If you have a 401k, they're making money on your money, and you gotta wait until you're 65 while they fly their kids all over the world on your money, right? So we got to wake up a little bit. Don't get me started. So I'm going to move on because I am very much an activist, less of a networker. Very much an activist. I believe that we need to know all about money, and they teach Forex at Harvard. If your grades are not right and your daddy isn't somebody, right? You got to learn it. We teach it over here, the best of the best. We teach live classes and we record everything. We do sports betting because sports betting is guesstimated to be one of the biggest markets in the by 2030. 350 million people doing sports betting. So what we do is we want to talk about the pros and the cons. We want to have some locker room talk. And actually, our kids do it, but we need them to be educated on not being greedy. So selfishly, we have sports betting over here because we all have kids who do this, along with the rest of the generation of young kids. We have market insights, personal development, and we base everything on a spiritual principles. So if you guys want to come over here, again, I care not what you believe in. I just care that you believe in something higher than yourself. I just learned that today. We do AI and marketing. You guys are going to be blown away. If you're not using AI every day for life, you're working too hard. It is time to get with the times, like the Jetsons. That's the time period we're in. You should be using artificial intelligence to make your life better. We're going to show you how to do it. We also have a faith-based academy. How many of you guys are excited to do 365 days of self-work? It's called the Year of Self. I listened to the audio book, and it's a live class, and there's homework. It is phenomenal, and I'm excited. I could just market this faith-based academy. We have 3 personal development trainers that you guys are going to be working with the entire year, and we'll bring more on when needed, right? I also want you guys to understand Vibe Fitness is an app that we're rolling out. So it's fitness for every level, meal prep plans, and mindset. Also, if you want to create content and you have a Legend membership, you may actually become a trainer inside the virtual app. So if any of you guys enjoy personal training, that is something where we can grow you into being a content creator on the app. So, and guess what? You can use our customers. They may want to train with you. Maybe they want to do a little dancing and we don't have that. Put a course in there and then charge $20 for your course every single, one time, and 1,000 people pay for it. It's a pretty good payday. It's called Vibe Global. In Vibe Global, you guys have an opportunity to look like Skillshare. If you don't know about these platforms, look them up. I can share. We modeled it after Skillshare, Udemy. Those programs have thousands of teachers on them, but it's sometimes hard to be seen. So we spotlight you, and we built that platform inside of Vibe. So now what you can do is create a course. I don't care what your course is. It could be the ice cream eating course, right? For all I care. Somebody is going to see value in it. So what you can do is you can market your course. Here's how it's going to work. When we officially launch around that last week of May, all next week it's onboarding. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to bring you in, and now you can start figuring out which pathway you want to take. If you're a content creator, you have one pathway. Here's the challenge. Everything we have is phenomenal. Every pathway is phenomenal. Some of you guys are going to want to go straight to the legacy network and just focus on millions of, a month maybe. Or maybe some of you guys just need to make an extra 500 to 2,000 a month and you want to focus there. Some of you guys want to create content. Some of you need business funding. Some of you need, just a community to connect with. So we have Vibe Tribe. Vibe Tribe is a place for you to vibe out and talk about all the things you want to talk about. We don't micromanage your group. It's similar to an app called Clubhouse. So Bev Franklin will lead up with Denise William, will lead up our seniorpreneurs group. Because how many of you guys know that as you get older, your needs change? I don't want to hang out with the 18-year-olds. You're not going to find me at the club talking to the youngins. I'm not doing that. I'm not knocking you if that's where you are in your midlife crisis. I just turned 47. I don't want to hang out with them. They're talking about stuff that I don't necessarily need to talk about right now. Maybe I want to go hang out with my own tribe, and we're talking about capital gains and dividends and how to buy real estate and property. And that's what we talk about. Maybe you guys have the video gaming Vibe Tribe and you just want to sit around and talk about Madden and PS5s and PS30s. I don't care. I'm just creating a space for you guys to come in here and feel valued. Does that make sense, everybody? I wish you could chat with me, but I got a pesky student in the chat, and so I can't unmute you right now, right? But there will come a time because we're getting our own platform and nobody will be able to get on here that's not supposed to be on here. This is a private group, right? So here's how you guys can participate. We're in prepay right now. You could be a customer and you can unlock one level of earnings. What does that mean? That means that if Tamika wants to get her website done and she doesn't want to have anything to do with the networking side of this business, Tamika can sell them a website. Maybe they need CMRs or CRMs. Maybe they need to brand their company. Whatever it is, Tamika can go and sell them a product. And she could be a Vibe partner and make multiple levels and unlock the full commissions. But if Tamika's partner, Jane, let's call her Jane Doe, Jane wants to sell another website because she loves it over here, guess what? She can go sell a website too, and we'll pay her for that. Only on one level. But we'll pay Tamika on that second level as well. We are very generous over here, okay? That's how it works. You got to tell me how much income you want to make because there's 5 ways to earn over here. You can be a product of the product. You can go to class. You can, learn from our Forex crypto DeFi traders. You can learn from the Crypto Academy, and you can put your education into action. And now you can turn it into moolah, turn it into income. Now, for some of you guys, you want to do direct sales because you're really good at it and you want to be able to market what we have. We pay you for that. Some of you guys want to build teams and you want to benefit on anybody who comes into the Vibe platform. And when they buy a membership, you want to earn from that. You can do that. Our direct sales products allow you to market all the direct sales products that I just talked about. But our legacy network is what has people running all over the country, including myself. I've been in Nashville. I've been in Detroit twice. I was in Atlanta. A group went to Tampa. I went to Arkansas. Where else did I go? LA, Las Vegas. Then I was in St. Louis for a little bit. I'm in Indianapolis right now. I'm going to Chicago. If you guys want to come, June the 12th, 13th, and 14th. We're doing a big event in Chicago. And I'm sure I left somebody out, and it's charge it to my head, not my heart, okay? But a lot of people are interested in how do I make residual income? How do I keep my money flowing? I have a video, guys, and you need to learn about this comp plan. It pays unlimited. Unlimited. Here's how we fix this comp plan. Every time somebody falls into a 3x10 legacy network, it's a 3x10 matrix, you get paid on their membership. As long as you're a Vibe partner, Vibe partners pay $9.99 a month. This is for founders. In the next 60 to 90 days, this might change. So you want to be in now and lock in your $9.99 for life, okay? That's going to be super important. But you could come over here for $9.99 a month and you could market and sell all of our products. When you hit 160 points, we will pay you on 5 levels of other people's memberships. It's over $1,000 a month. Why would we do that? Because we can. The Legacy Network is for God's people. And I don't care who gets mad that I say that. Somebody told me, well, you can't talk about God in business. You don't have a business without God, is what I said. So I don't care what you believe in, right? You got to believe in something bigger than yourself. And in the word, it says to feed my people. So a lot of network marketing companies make millions and billions of dollars. And then their distributors, the people who are growing their businesses, don't make any money. Now, tell me how that's fair. So I'm not a hypocrite. When we launched our company, we put the best comp plan out ever. All you guys got to do is go to work. That's it. And your work is minimal. $9.99 a month. And if you want to choose a membership like an Elevate at 40 PCV or a Pro for $159, which is 160 PCV, or a Legend at $249, I'll tell you what those are. Choose the membership. And as long as you have 160 points, which is you buy a Pro membership or sell a Pro or sell a Legend or sell 4 Elevates, we will pay you the memberships on 5 levels. There's 3 people on the first level, 9 on the second level. There's, 27 on the third level, 81, 243. It's over $1,000 a month. You know why we did this? Because the world needs an extra 500 to 2,000 a month. That's why we did it. So we made it super simple. We are going to pay you like you're a connector, even though you're not. We're going to give you 45 days to make this moolah, and then you got to row this boat with us, okay? This is where you rank up. If you look at PCV right here, it's 500, 750, 1,000, 1,250, 1,500, 1,750. What in the world? What do these numbers mean? It means take 250 points and divide it by these numbers, and it'll give you the number of people you need to sell to. It's almost laughable how much we are paying out for what little our community has to do. But this is for God's people. I'm going to stress that. We understand that it pays out a ridiculous amount of income. We don't care. I want to build a $1 billion network. I don't need to make $1 billion. If I do, and that's what God wants, fantastic. But I want to be the first person, and so does Reagan and Andre, and the first company that builds $1 billion network. So not only can you make money here, and it's 88,000 $3 bills and $5 bills. Do the math on that. You can make income selling your products. We will market your tax business, and we won't even take any revenue from it. As long as you have a Legend membership, you can market yourself in this platform. If you're a pro, you get to use all of our education, but it's limited access. You can't monetize your products. So here's how it works. Let's go down to Legend. Everybody needs to be a Legend. Why? Because we are in pre-launch and 70-something thousand people have opted in. 250 points divided by 1,750 is 7 people, right? Some of you guys are like, I don't know 7 people who want to do business. Well, then we got to work on your mindset and get you into a new network. You don't have to do this overnight, but you want to unlock all of these levels. We do 100% match, 50% match on these $3 bills and $5 bills and monthly fast start bonuses. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this right now because I do have a video on it. Just understand the proof is in the pudding, and you will see this month exactly what people have been doing as they share Vibe with the world. We launch, listen to me closely. We are getting ready to launch. Next week is onboarding. For those of you guys who want to prepay, we actually have a way for you to prepay right now, and it's using your Visa card, your MasterCard. So listen closely. I got to close the chat for just a second. I want to focus and finish. I know you guys can't see it, but I want to stay focused. So the Legend membership, it helps you to monetize. It means you can put your products over here and talk about them, right? If you do another membership, understand that the Elevate membership is a bridge. It gets you started. It has phenomenal stuff in it, but you do not get into the Legacy Network immediately. You do with the Pro membership. It does have limited access to the Vault and Vibe Global, which means you can't create courses. You can't, sell your products over here. You can do that with the Legend membership. So a lot of people are doing the Legend membership because $250 a month is what some people spend going to the grocery store, to the Dollar Tree. There's nowhere you can start a business for $249 a month and get all that we offer. So I want to make sure that you guys understand it is a low price at $249 a month. We're aware of that, but we want you to make sure that, we don't leave anybody out, but we give you a lot of value. So your journey begins with Vibe. What you guys want to do right now is understand that every second counts. And what you want to do is you want to get back with the person who shared the info and sign up for free. Get their free referral link, okay? Sign up for free. Once you sign up for free, you can pay right now if you want through one of our payment systems, but we are going to have traditional credit cards next week. But here's what I'm going to tell you. You want to move quickly on the sign up. You want to get time stamped as fast as you possibly can because that determines how fast you fall in. So sign up for free. Pay your membership now, or if you want to wait for our traditional payment next week, you can do it then, but I will give you a cutoff date. When that cutoff date happens, we are not accepting any more founder, because you guys are still going to be founders if you get your membership before our official launch date. When is our official launch date? It is sometime during the last week of May. The reason why I can't tell you is because once our new credit card system rolls up, we test it with you guys because it's pre-launch. We test it, and I want to make sure you guys have an opportunity to wake your people up who are sleeping. But then we are rolling without them. They will have to come in with the second wave. So set up your profile cat quick. Go to myvibe.io and join the Telegram. I'm going to say it again. Go to myvibe.io and join both Telegrams. Click on Vibe Partner and get your referral link and share it for free. Cat quick. Schedule your first launch. I will do it for you. I'm about to get on a launch call right now with a gentleman. Listen to this. And we're going to pray for him. One of my business partners has cancer right now, okay? Literally battling for his life. So we're going to all touch and agree. Him and his wife are inside of Vibe, and he signed up 33 people. He has a very big team over here, and his people have signed up people. But he said, listen, I want to make sure that everything is secure. And I said, could you use extra income? How can I serve you? So I'm doing his call at 9 o'clock, right? You don't have to be on there because it's his family call. It's a private call. Every single one of you should be doing a private call. Every single one of you, right? Should be doing a private call. And when you do that private call, you just got to speak candidly, right, to your family. So the great thing about this program is that we're here to support you, and we want you to become a product of the product. Here's what I want you to understand. Let me I'm over here burning up in this car right now. I'm hot. You see me sweating? Look what I do for you guys. I'm sitting in the car burning up, right? This is so serious to me, this program, that 70 something thousand people from 160 countries have come aboard, and over close to 15,000 people paid a charter membership. That is monumental, right? Monumental. And the great thing about what we are doing right now is that we have an opportunity to change the world. There are going to be people out here who don't want to see that happen. It is okay as long as you are focused. Now it's raining. As long as you stay focused, okay? So I would love to see all of you guys out at the Chicago event. There's a flyer that's already out, and I'll post it again. June the 12th, 13th, and 14th, so we can do a physical event. I want to see all of you guys win. Now is not the time to start second guessing. Now is the time to kick it into overdrive. You got to go into, second half, fourth quarter mode where you got to get super serious. I'm over here driving all over God's creation, meeting with people, sitting in storms because I believe that much. I also tell people, don't be sleeping like you're rich. And most people who are rich are working like they're broke. You got to go to work, and your work is just share the opportunity. We got one more week, but when those credit cards come out, this thing is going to pick up, and you got to have your people positioned before those people come in. We have a phenomenal product, so bring everybody next week, and you're going to meet some of our educators. For those individuals online who are sharing vibe, continue to do that. For those individuals who share hate, we give love, right? We give love. We give peace, love, and joy, and we will love them to life. That's what we do. So get back with the person who shared the information. Shut my door. And we will, I lost my train of thought. Get back with the person who shared the information. And if you want to talk to me personally, we definitely can do that. So peace and blessings. I got to get on my next call and get out of the storm. Peace out, everybody. We're almost there. Keep going. Keep going. My dad said, keep going. Keep going. Peace and blessings, everybody.